Warning: Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
What it do, family and friends? Welcome back to the Church of Black Power. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever videos like this drop. Please make sure you're hitting that like and share button so we can beat up the algorithm. Make sure we get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And if you have not done so yet, please hit that link in the description. Go to change.org and put your signature on the petition for reparations. And with that being said, family, today we're going to talk. We're going to talk about this rally to, protect white lives. Got some talking to do today, family. We got some things to talk about. You know what? I wasn't going to do this. I wasn't going to do it, but you know what? Yeah, I think we are. I think we're going to turn this into a BNP. So let's do that. Family, it's been a while since I played that intro. I'm over here getting down in my chair, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it without any further ado. So in case you guys, well, I know you all knew about this, but there was a so-called Protect White Lives rally right out there. Give me 1 second, family. My apologies. Okay. Oh, no. That's not what we want. All right. So right out there in the town that our brother Carmelo lives in, this January 6er Antifa dude named Jake Lang decides to put on this protest. Whenever we protest, you have thousands upon thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of people there. But every time one of these Nabiscos try to do a protest, whether on the left or the right, it's been just a fail after fail after fail. And I find it incredibly hilarious. I want to get into some of these videos that I have set up. But before we do that, let me give a shout out to the chat and whoever's in at the moment. Salute and shout out to our sister, Miss Nisi, aka Hurricane Nisi. Thank you for being here, family. Jesse Paris, shalom and salute to you, family. Thank you for being here. Hurricane IQ, so excuse me, salute. Thank you for being here, family. I'm not sure why you don't have a wrench because I gave you a wrench yesterday. So when I get done with this broadcast here, I'm going to go back and see why you don't have a wrench. And if I got to re-wrench you, then that's what we're going to do. Salute to the big black God. Thank you for being here, family. AO, thank you for being here, family. Brother Reeve, salute, shalom. Thank you for being here, family. And Brother Reeve, you should have a wrench as well. So after this, I'm going to make sure that I get the wrenches to you guys, because I gave them to all my day ones yesterday, and I definitely put you two on there. So I'm glad to see that it's not there, so I can go back and fix that. But let's get up into it, family. So, there's a lot of people that was online running around here bragging, acting as if, you know what I'm saying, they had a little peaceful protest, and it was so successful. Family, looking at this screen right now, does this look like a successful protest? Half of the people that was there were police officers, if not more than half. I think it was probably about, I don't know, maybe about 10 to 15 people who wasn't there as media, who wasn't there as some sort of security or police. It's just so hilarious to me that all online, you got all these people, all these suspected white supremacists, and at this point, we can't even say suspected. We have all these white supremacists that's been online talking all this nonsense, going viral for talking all this nonsense. So when Jake Lang throws this protest, supposedly protect white lives protest, you would expect a lot of these white supremacists to be out there. You would expect them to be boots on the ground. Don't you want to get out there and represent your interest? But looking at this video here, I haven't even hit play yet, but just looking at this video here, it was saying that the white supremacists online is just 10 to 15 people who's probably in the basement somewhere with a bunch of freaking computers, putting a bunch of anti-black racism through these different computers, because the damn show don't look like a bunch of white supremacists. It looked like a handful. That's exactly what it looks like. Hey, yo, shout out to you. It looks like a yard sale to me. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what it looks like. It looks like a yard sale. If that, because, yard sales in Texas, they get pretty popular. So, you know what I mean? It's looking worse than a yard sale. It's looking a lot worse than a yard sale, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Hurricane. It was supposed to be the largest ever. Only as big as a hot air balloon. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, tailgate KKK rally. Basically what it is. Basically. Where's all the support? Where's all the support? So this makes me believe that a lot of the support for Austin is not organic. Let's just be very clear about this. And if it is organic, it isn't being used as a racial situation, and they don't want it made into a racial situation, because if they did, wouldn't they be at this rally? I'm just asking for a friend. Wouldn't you be here to support something that you really need? If this was such a huge situation, I'm just questioning now. How many people who's been saying all these awful things, who's been spreading all these awful lies, who's been pushing these awful narratives, how many of those people are actually real and not bots? How many of them are actually real and not bots? That's one question. Another question is, with only them there, only these people there, how in the hell, salute and shalom to our brother Armageddon, 026. Thank you very much for being here, family. How many of these people because they're bragging about a peaceful protest. Well, one guy was bragging about a peaceful protest, but we'll get to him in a little bit. We got all the pieces to the puzzle on this today. We got all the pieces of the puzzle. If this was such a peaceful protest, tell me about this.
All right.
We have an assault over here.
First arrest.
We have an assault over here. Pepper spray? Yes.
This woman right here in the mask.
Yes.
She made someone. Please get rid of her.
He was getting in her fucking face.
She got assaulted. I got it on video. The counter protest. The not supposed to be in the area. She got assaulted. She got assaulted on video. You're not supposed to be here. You know you're not supposed to be here. You know you're not supposed to be here. Get your fucking hands
Back up. Do not interfere. Do not interfere with the arrest. Move, please. Move, please. You're interfering by not letting us walk. Back up. Do not get in the way. If you interfere again, you will be arrested for interference.
Let her go. 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 Let her go.
What the fuck? Oh, you're so big. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. You're gonna He's done so. He's finished. He didn't do anything. He's finished.
You okay? Are you hurt? I wish you would have done that, man. I'm super cool with you guys. Sit up.
Fuck, you're not talking right now.
Oh man, we squished your crackers. No, you're fine. Man, why'd you do that? I accidentally stepped on your foot. You didn't feel like an accident. I have no idea. I saw them. All right, keep your leg up, okay?
Family, did they just ask this man, are you okay? They having a casual conversation with this dude after they tackled him to the ground. I did not catch that when I watched this with KG. I did not catch that at all. That is hilarious. Let's continue. Oh, don't do that. Hold up.
Put it onto your butt. We're gonna stand you up, okay? All right. 1, 2, 3, up. And my camera went down somewhere.
He grabbed it, but he didn't do shit.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah, family, it doesn't look too good over there. It didn't look like a fun time for those folks. You know, but you know who was having a fun time over there? And I'm be 100% honest with you, Hurricane. Yes, they make this too easy. God dang it. One of our brothers went over there and started trolling these folks. And when I say started trolling these folks, hold on, let me pull this down for a second, family, because this is hilarious. And I live for this kind of energy. I truly live for this kind of energy. Shout out to this brother here. Shout out to this brother here who went over there trolling the hell out of these folks. Let's get this in.
Trump towers would represent everybody's right to vote for who they want.
The other way
without it
around,
turning into a total
we end up with no rights and thrown away, locked away.
You agree with that?
It should be.
Do you think it's
As it should be.
I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Knicks fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Stay mellow.
You came here knowing exactly what you're doing. I have no hatred for the man wearing that jersey, but I have to say, that right there, that man wearing that jersey with Anthony's name on it, as if Carmelo Anthony scored some kind of point or won some type of
I'm a
game.
Knicks fan. I'm from New York.
That right there.
I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Knicks fan. You want to hoop? Yeah, I bet I can beat you 1-on-1. Let's hoop. Yeah, I bet I can beat you.
Nothing will stop.
I swear to God, this kid, and I know he's trolling. It isn't the fact that he's just a Knicks fan. This is ultimate troll situation here. And I'm going to show you some other videos. This dude is trolling his butt off, and I love it. Shout out to PD that Ramos. I appreciate you for being here, as well as KG. Thank you for being here, family. Let's continue to watch this troll. Well, this grade A trolling.
Silence us.
I'm from the BX, bro.
Until people
You from Brooklyn? Are you Nets fan or Nets? Oh, okay.
What do you think of him calling you out from the stage there or whatever?
I think it's funny that he's like, black people, he's like, we're against black people doing crime against whites, and there's a black man talking. I think that's really like contradicting. That's really odd. Very unique though. Love to see it.
What was your intention? It seems like he kind of said what he thought your intention was. What is your intention being out here?
Like I just said, I've loved Melo since he came to the league. A big Cuse fan. Like I said, I'm from New York. Big Syracuse fan. Always been watching Melo. 3 gold medals.
Salute to Casey Malone. Thank you for being here, family. I am over here tearing up because he is really conducting this like a straight interview, like he just got off the bench, scored 100 points. Yeah, we just had to, keep concentrating, you know what I'm saying, and stick to the paint, stick to the plan. We stuck to the plan. I'm just a big Carmelo fan. I love this.
One of the best scorers in NBA history. Prolific scorer.
All right, family. Look, like I said, I want to show you this. It's not just he was literally there to troll, and I love it every second of it. Hold on. Let's go here. Shout out to whoever that dude is.
We're asking the police right here to remove this guy from the area that we're staging. He has another area. This is a disruptor.
I'm not disrupting anything. You're free to proceed with your production.
He is not
Continue your production.
Your presence.
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Celebrating a murder.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Why would you come like this is a joke?
Carmelo Anthony, one of the greatest scorers of his generation. We all know this.
Come on. That's just. He's a murderer. That's so low. That's lower than the lowest filth I've ever seen. Can you please ask God to enter your heart right now? I know my man Jesus, and he wants to know you. Jesus Christ can save you right now. You can be delivered from the demonic energy that is pervading your heart. Just lift your hand up and say, God, forgive me of my sin.
Forgive me of my sin.
Jesus Christ, enter my heart.
Jesus Christ, enter my heart.
And I will take this jersey off right now, Lord.
And I will celebrate the 3-time gold medalist.
I will take this jersey
Carmelo
off
Anthony.
right now in the name of Jesus.
Tell me he ain't trolling. He is a grade A troll, and I freaking love it with all my heart and spirit. Shout out to Brenda Thomas. I appreciate you for being here, family. DSB. Thank you for being here, my dark-skinned brother. Shalom to you. Oh, this man right here he lit up my life when I seen this video. Let's continue.
I will take this jersey off right now in the name of Jesus.
You're not a prophet. You're not a prophet. You're not a God. You are not a God.
We got
a super chat donation.
And demand upon the judge to revoke his bail. Do you want that murder in your neighborhood? Do you want that man plunging a knife into one of your people?
I can't stress this enough. I'm from New York. I like Carmelo Anthony.
Don't play stupid.
I don't play stupid.
You're playing stupid.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You know what you're doing.
I like Melo.
Get this guy out of here. Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
That's the agitator.
Yeah, the guy looks pretty young. Like he's in the story, it's all good. But there's certain things
where Carmelo Anthony, the murderer, had actually stabbed Austin Metcalf in the heart. He's got a Carmelo Anthony. This is
what about
of racism right here.
He was the All-American getting MVP.
Oh, it's hilarious to me that they're out here losing their freaking minds over this kid in this jersey, calling him a racist and everything else. But when the actual racists show up, they didn't say anything. The same brother who was out here trolling these cats were the only ones who actually said something about the freaking racists being out there and waving their racist flags. Let's go here, family.
You guys are trash. Go home.
Shout out to FBA. Thank you for being here, family.
You'll never be TTV. He's dead. What group are you guys here with? Is that a flashbang pocket?
Notice, family, ain't nobody going over there telling them, hey, you're white supremacists, get up out of here. If this was a peaceful protest. No. See, they just thought that they were going to be over there and they were going to do and say anything they wanted to say, and there would be no opposition. And the fact that that young brother went over there and he literally became the opposition off vert, whether he was trolling or calling out the racists for what they were doing. That right there, I salute the young brother for, especially going in the belly of the beast to do it.
Have a safe travel home.
Bye. Damn, look at that.
No, it's fine.
And they got to walk down the street being escorted by a police car. By a goddamn police car. 3 lonely racists walking down the street being escorted by a cop car. That sounds like a bad joke if I ain't never heard one. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. YouTube, stop the nonsense.
Salute.
I hear that, but hey, look, it's our job to keep everybody safe. All right. In order for us to do that, we need to keep everybody on the same side of the street. Okay. I made it clear. We're good.
Wait, does that count?
What's the next protest we're hitting? Or the next school?
That's crazy. We got Nazis in my city? What the fuck?
What's the Telegram link? Drop it. I want to join.
Please, let us join.
I know the Discord's got crazy attachments in there. The Discord's crazy.
Hey guys, just be advised, we're getting to the end of the entryway. It's going to be roadway. We need to stop so we're not walking in the roadway.
We all came to fight each other, but we're gonna look at you all just for a second. A common enemy.
Notice how they all of a sudden try to make it seem like, oh, you know what? We all came here to fight each other, but you just gave us a common enemy, as if those white are what they would call white extremists. Is any different from the man who's standing right there on that damn bus right there, Mr. Jake Lang. The only difference between Jake Lang and the folks that was just walking down the street, 3 little lonely white supremacists, is the fact that they came masked up and Jake Lang came in a suit. That's it. So other than no solidarity because they were there, gave them a common enemy, get out of here.
Couple words to the crowd today, guys. He has a right to speak. He was just violently assaulted, still standing. What's your name, brother? Austin. Austin? God bless you, Austin. Thank you for staying with us. My name's Hunter. Austin Hunter? He shares the same name as the victim of another racist.
And the father.
Austin, talk to the people.
Notice he out here talking about he shares the same name as a victim of another racist. He didn't just call those white supremacists that was their racist, did he? He didn't say, we don't condone what you guys are doing. None of that, did he? No. But he damn sure called the white lady who sprays this man with mace a racist. And then he called Carmelo a racist. Oh, we're going to get deep into this Jake Lang situation because there's a backlash this dude did not see coming. Let's continue.
All right. That pepper spray was nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I will be pressing charges on her.
Thank you.
What this country needs is for people to bend down and lift people up. And those people that get lifted up need to help the others rise up. Because when you bend down and lift...
Wait a second. Hold on. Because they tell us to lift ourselves up by our bootstraps. Now they're talking about lifting each other up. That's very interesting. Let's continue.
Someone up and help them. You're bending yourself down. Why does it have to be down? Why can't you be up too?
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
Did you take a stupid pill with your breakfast this morning, Admiral?
What the hell does that mean? Could somebody in the chat tell me what the hell that means? I'm going to rewind that. And hopefully someone in the chat can give me an interpretation, a translation, something, because that right there, that's ridiculous. Hold on. Hold up, because I need to know what the hell that means.
Because when you bend down to lift someone up and help them, you're bending yourself down. Why does it have to be down? Why can't you be up too?
All right, family. I don't know what the hell that man said or why he said it or why it was even relevant. But damn it, no, just hell no. Okay. But let's move on to the meat part. Let's move on to the meaty. Shout out to our family. Didn't have to be here running wild. Shout out to you, family. Appreciate you for being here. That's one hell of a damn name. I love that. All right. So let's get into this part here, family. Let's go here.
Did they, do you know if they reached out to Jeff?
They did not.
They didn't even reach out.
Have not spoken to him under no circumstances.
Wow.
Pause. Let's pause for a hot second. I heard a lot of questions, and I've been hearing the question, who is this man? Who is this dude here? Well, like I said, we got the pieces of the puzzle, and we're going to put those puzzle pieces together today. Now, oh, you don't translate dumbass? I understand. Miss Nishi don't translate doofus. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Mayo mumble. Okay, all right. I get. All right. So apparently, this is a language that none of us can translate. I feel you. I apologize for even messing with your intelligence by asking any of you to translate that chicanery, the nonsense. But who is this guy? Family, let's go here. We're going to put a pin in this. Here we go. Paid to suppress black votes for Trump. Dallas Bruce Carter now says he's ready for the big stage. Oh, Bruce Carter, man, I hope this dude is not my relative. I rebuke that thought. Oh, I rebuke that. Let me get far away from that there. Absolutely, fam. All right, let's get to this article a little bit. Get a little bit in this article. Bruce Carter believes that he could be the LeBron James of politics. You guys think he could be the LeBron James of politics? Just a question. By the 2020 presidential election, correction, not maybe. He said, I will be. When was this? Oh, May 31st, 2018. So it looked like he wasn't the LeBron James of nothing by 2020. That's interesting. That's one strike. Okay, that's one strike. All right. Let's get back into this article here. So he said he will be. Right now, Carter is less centered court than sideshow, albeit with the growing presence and reach in the Southern Dallas politics. His local political fame so far extends to the failure recall efforts for a city council member and a role in a handful of campaigns. But this week, he got another little taste of the bigger stage. Carter was the subject of a Bloomberg News report that chronicled how a reporter for the right-wing website Breitbart courted him as a part of an effort to win or suppress Black votes in the 2016 presidential election. Before he became a Trump operative, Carter was best known nationally, for running the group Black Men for Bernie. This is why I was giggling the whole damn time, because this dude went from being a Bernie Sanders supporter and an operative for Bernie Sanders to being an operative for Donald Trump. This is who this man is. I get roasted by the newspaper. Oh, yes, absolutely. 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 Bump up. Salute the buzzer cab. Thank you for being here, family. All right, let's get back in this. Meaning, Bernie Sanders, a socialist candidate seeking the Democratic nomination. Carter don't see the ideology flip-flop as damaging his prospect one bit. He don't see it's damaging his perspective one bit. Not your prospects, huh? All right. Okay, I'm sorry. These people, you just can't make this up, though. You cannot make this up. He could be a hot political commodity for whichever party wants him, he said. He said, whoever wants me going to get the smoke. Hey, I can help whoever needs my help. I'm here. I'm here to help you. When the 2020 elections came, when the 2020 elections come, the parties will need and want an exclusive relationship, he said. In a phone interview with the Dallas Morning News, and I'll just want LeBron James money at that point. Your boy wants LeBron James money for what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen. He want LeBron James money. This is why he said he could be the LeBron James of politics. Whichever party wants to pay him, he's willing to deal with. Don't matter whether it's Trump, whether it's the Democrats, whether it's independent, the Green Party. All you need to do is hit them off with the LeBron ducats. That's what he said. Yeah, Hurricane. What a damn surprise. What a surprise. Carter describes himself as an entrepreneur. He acknowledges he didn't know much about politics until 2016 when he decided to hit the road to back Bernie Sanders. His Black Men for Bernie movement garnered Carter national attention from media outlets such as NBC News, the Metro newspaper. He became a minor campaign celebrity. Family. family. Salute, Black Spider. Thank you for being here, sister. Shalom to you. An absolutely political prostitute. A political prostitute. And Armageddon, you absolutely correct. He's obviously a shield, but the thing is, it depends on who's paying him at the moment. It literally depends on who's paying him at the moment. So this is why it's so hilarious. And I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you exactly who else he is. Y'all remember when we was discussing, hold on one second, family. Got to plug in my headphones. There we go. All right. So y'all remember when we was discussing the Carmelo Anthony press conference with the tether yesterday, Dominique Alexander, right? And he was talking about how Jeff Metcalf showed up to that press conference uninvited. And what we didn't notice at the time, that Jeff didn't show up alone. No, he didn't. You know who was there with Jeff? Who that look like, family? Who that look like? Let me zoom in on him. Let me zoom in on him. Who is that, family? That's Mr. Carter. That's Bruce Carter right there, family. Yeah, absolutely, Miss Neith. That is Bruce Carter. So the fact that he didn't show up alone, he showed up with Bruce Carter. That should be saying something. And I also want you to listen to what Bruce Carter is saying when people start asking him, or when he asks people, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Now let's go back here. Let's take it back here. Now that we know who he is and his affiliations, he's a pet. Exactly. He's a pet. Yes. So let's get into this now, because he went out there to do the building of his massa. Let's continue.
Okay. So when I do this interview, that's what I'm going to ask him here in a minute. Like, have you spoke with the father? And since I had, the father says he wants no part of this. Under no circumstances, he wants his kid labeled with what's happening here. So.
Wait a second, family. Is this man wearing the same damn suit? He's wearing the same damn outfit from the press conference. Oh boy. I'm just okay. All right, let's go back.
Since they're gonna give me an interview, I'm gonna go do it.
Wonderful. We're all very excited for this.
They finish with this.
No reason to plunge a dagger into his heart like that.
100%.
There's no reason.
100%. See, this is my organization. I see it. And I travel across the country to reduce violence in Black communities.
Thank you. I stand with you, sir.
On a regular basis. But today, I'm here on behalf of the father, Jeff Metcalf.
Okay.
And what he's asking you is to not use his son's image or likeness in what you're doing. You can do what you do, but that's not what he wants his son tied to.
Okay.
Out of respect for that family.
Now, I would ask Jeff Metcalf if you would be bold enough to act like a father of a deceased young man that was murdered, instead of being somebody suppressed, worried that he's going to spark the next race riots or some type of thing. He needs to stand for righteousness, not for the consequences of righteous actions always need to be taken seriously. He needs to be righteous before he is fearful. He is acting out of fear, not out of righteousness. He should have been on the top of the bus today. He should have been standing shoulder to shoulder with me.
Are you a father?
No, I am not.
I'm a father.
Amen.
I'm a father. As a father, there is this thing called grief. So let me tell you what's going on in his house. He's getting swatted. His only other son.
Who is swatting him?
Well,
Which
that's
community?
No, we don't know the community, but it's happening. That's on the police to find. Secondly, he has a son who's a twin, who his son died in his arms. So that means he needs to navigate that Then his son, his only son, is getting death threats. So as a father, his hands is full. So the last thing he wants to be tied to is having this complex of race. So yes, violence is bad. Young black men are getting killed every day by young black men across this country.
Yes, but I'm not a member of that community. I'm a member of my community.
Okay, first and foremost, I was going to break down who this Jake Lang is, but we're going to save that for last. We're going to say that for last. A lot of the things that this suspected tether, I see the chat, the suspected tether, because he might be. He absolutely might be. The thing that I see from this suspected tether thus far, first things first, is the fact that he's trying to find some sort of camaraderie with this racist, this anti-black racist at that. He walks up with his suit that says "Team Black Males Winning," and then he says, I go around trying to stop the violence in black communities. And Jake Lang said, I support that. But this man is going back and forth with this man. And he keeps bringing up notions of things in the black community to an anti-black white supremacist. So he's going to say, well, black people get killed in our neighborhoods every day. He's like, I'm not a part of that neighborhood. Who gives a damn, Bruce? So why the hell is Bruce steady trying to find some sort of middle ground with this dude? Are you a father? Are you a father? No? Okay, I'm a father. Bruce, if you was really representing, you should have just walked up to him and let him know this. Just like this. Hey, I'm representing the father of Austin Metcalf. He does not want you using his son's likeness or image in order to promote your racism. If you continue, we will take legal action against you and anybody tied to you. This man is over here trying to have a soft conversation with this dude, instead of being a strong black man. I thought black men are winning. If black men are winning, sir, then you need to act like we're winning. Exactly. Instead of acting like the goddamn token. A weak bull. Exactly. Let's continue.
My community is being victimized by the community of violent black.
But here's the problem.
Degenerates.
When you
notice how this man did not call this dude out. He said, my community is being victimized by these black degenerates and all this other nonsense. Shout out to our sister Aquarius Minded. Thank you for being here, family. He ain't call him out talking about, hey, no, your community is being victimized by your own community when you look at the statistics. But he then, once he actually does bring up that information, Jake tried to switch that around. They act like they don't know nothing about how the statistics work. But once that's brought up, all of a sudden, now they know how to read statistics and how proximity works. Let's continue.
Stand up in the name of God, there's one body. And if you're not a part of that body,
I could read statistics. So I'm also a pragmatic human being. So I understand when there's a problem, it needs to be addressed head on. If you tiptoe around a problem, that's how you get to the end result.
So your biggest concern is the loss of white life by black people?
No, that's
not
your
concern.
I have concern.
The concern is a repeating pattern. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going on and on and on and on. And we just can't.
All right. Who is this man? That's questions, and a shout out to Kid Gravity for his stream, because that put the last piece of the puzzle together for me, because a few people had asked me who the hell was this coon. And I'm like, he looks like he's not from here. He looks like a tether. And then our brother Kid Gravity did his live stream on this, and come to find out he is a tether, an Ethiopian tether. So I want to show you some of the things about this tether. Let's go here real quick. Let's go. First and foremost, let's get into the position that this tether was playing at this rally.
We've got Trump. We don't have Fed traps right now.
Yeah.
Not for us.
Good point.
We used to be afraid of the feds.
But not anymore. We beat the feds. We beat the feds.
Yeah.
We beat the feds. We secured pardons for all the J6ers. We won. We did it. We convinced Donald Trump to pardon all the J6ers instead of just doing half or a portion of them. So we completely defeated the feds. Got all those guys fired. Got the J6 prosecutors fired. We won 100% won. Total, utter defeat of the feds.
Do you think that anybody who was in your actor today?
I think here's what I think is going to happen.
Look at the judge.
Yeah, I think that whatever verdict is reached, if Carmela Anthony was a white guy and a Trump supporter, I guarantee you the verdict would be much different. And they may both end up being come out as guilty, but the white kid would get a lot more time than Carmela Anthony is going to get if the white kid did the same thing he did. He get a way more time, and that's part of the reason why we're out here. I mean, the simple fact that he's out right now after killing someone. I mean,
oh, family, you already know how you feel about Michael Byrd. You already know how he feels about Michael Byrd, family. Oh, and I got a t-shirt coming for you guys. But yeah, you know how he feels. If he's over here spreading people's cheeks and putting his lips between them, you know how he feel about Michael Byrd. Johnny Somali's cousin. He's Ethiopian. So maybe his long lost cousin, maybe not so distant. Maybe not so distant.
Dude, like us, for example, as Trump supporters, they threw us in jail without a trial, and they held us without a trial. All right, I mean, like literally, you're supposed to be able to get out on bail, right? Get out on bail. There was no bail. There was no amount of money. They said you can't post bail. You're just staying in there. Then 12 days later, you can get out. We'll lower your bail from $1 million to $250,000. What?
Look at the part. They just panned the whole scene. And everybody who participated in this rally can fit in one pan of the camera. They didn't even have to pan all the way around. They didn't need to do no panorama. They didn't need to do no panorama. Michael Byrd is the brother who was protecting the Capitol building when the J6ers broke into the building. And he put them hot things inside of Ashley Babbitt. He's an American hero. That's who he is, my brother. An American hero. But family, they didn't need to pan. They didn't need to pan at all. They could have just kept everybody in one frame. That would have made it look like there were more people there.
You're literally making it so you can get out. That's why they lowered it that much. They saw how much money was made.
That's another great point. They wouldn't even fill up a bus. Why do they have a bus in the first damn place? You could have literally put they probably brought everybody. That's why they got a tour bus. They're probably taking all these people that are supporting them. They're probably going from city to city with the same 15 people doing the same protest. Oh, damn, man. Damn. This is how bad it is. Yeah, he said Ashley Babbitt to the shadow realm. To the shadow realm. And I got a shirt coming for it. You know, it's a play on some basketball, but we got something coming for our brother. I'm telling you, they could fill 4 seats and still have 40 seats left on the bus. Still have 40 seats left on the bus. Yeah. This is hilarious. Exactly. They could have used the U-Haul. They didn't even need to rent a goddamn bus. Apparently, it might not even be rented. It might not even be written because it got Trump's face all on the side of it, but maybe it is written. I don't know. Fire in the shadow realm. I'm sure it's full of fire and brimstone. Just saying. Just saying. Let's continue this.
If you go ahead and go to a track meet, you bring a knife, you stab someone, they say, hey, buy my t-shirts. I stabbed a white guy. You deserve to get some shit. I'm not saying you should get death threats, but you're going to get some shit. And you probably deserve that shit. Imagine if I stabbed this dude. I'm like, hey, I stabbed him. Buy my t-shirts. Like, that's what he's doing. He actually started doing it just the other day.
Shout out to KG one more time, because this man, he said it last night or whenever his live stream was on this. The man is up there acting as if he's a stand-up comedian. And he ain't funny at all. He's uncomfortable. People are quiet. I'm gonna be honest with you. He looks out of place. 100%. Shout out to our sister Cooking with Miss D. Thank you for being here, family. He looks completely out of place.
Actually, just yesterday, yeah. Like, he literally just started selling these shirts saying justice for Carmelo, or justice for Anthony. Hashtag justice for Anthony. I'm just like, bro, like, okay.
Now, is he selling those shirts, or is supporters of Carmelo Anthony selling those shirts? I ask because people such as this don't go and do actual research. They just see something and then start talking as if they have the facts. Salute, I am Kiera. Thank you for being here, family. Yeah, they know he's stupid. They really don't want him there, but he's there to say the things that they can't say. He's there to say all the racist, bigoted stuff that they wish they could say, but they just can't. All the racist stuff they wish they could say, but they just can't.
Hey, I'll wear your shirt. When I say justice, it means you need to go to prison, you know, for at least 40 to
Salute to Makiba Amberson. Thank you for being here, family.
life or something like that. That's real justice. I mean,
Tethered twerk for massa. Love that. Love that. All right. So now that we got that, let's go here real quick. Let's go back. Now that we know who this guy is, we're going to get to some more clips about this dude. But let's get back to this here.
Can't ignore it any longer. It is, if it stops, we're good.
So let me answer that question. Do you believe more white people are killed? Is that your concern?
I have
The
concern.
concern is a repeating pattern. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going on and on and on and on.
And that's the problem with tethers. Notice, this man is asking this dude, are you more concerned with this situation right here? If that's your major concern, black people unaliving white people. And this bootlick tether, this lapdog, this I want to be close to whiteness dude comes out and start talking a bunch of nonsense about a pattern. It's these very same people that never mentioned the pattern of anti-black racism. It's these very same people who never mentions a pattern of our children being attacked. Yeah, he does look like Johnny Somali. He looks like he's either Somalian or Sudanese. You're right. But these are the people that we are delineating from for a reason. And then they want to make us out to be the bad guys when you got all these type of tethers saying these exact same thing that the white supremacists are saying. The exact same thing that the white supremacists are saying. Salute to our sister Aquarius Minded. Thank you for your Cash App. Your donation is blessed tenfold, and I appreciate your contribution, family. A clone of a clone of Fudel. He's trying to be. He's a knockoff clone. They cloned Tyrone. No. They cloned Fudel, and it didn't work right. It did not work right. Let's continue.
We just can't ignore it any longer. It is, if it stops, we're good.
So let me answer that question. Do you believe
if it stops, we're good? Tell me specifically what you want to stop. If you're talking about an attack on, white Americans, that's nonsense. Complete and utter nonsense. So what is it you actually want to stop? Oh, let me guess. Foundational Black Americans, you want to stop us from protecting ourselves. You want us to just sit quiet and allow people to be the racist bigots that they are, and then just comply with whatever demands that they have for you because, they're white. That's what you want, ain't it? Pretty sure it is.
More white people are killed by white people or by black people?
Listen, by strangers, it's 2 to 1. Every single race in domestic issues, because we live amongst each other and uncles kill uncles and drunk at barbecues and stuff like that.
Oh, so all of a sudden, you know how to break down the statistics. Because anytime people say, what about black on black crimes? And we tell you the exact same thing. Crime happens in proximity. And just as there's black on black crimes, there's way more white on white crimes. But they never seem to understand that when we're saying it. All of a sudden, old Jake Lang here, he knows how to break down statistics and he knows exactly what we're talking about. So now whenever anybody try to come with that nonsense, with that PC garbage, no, don't say that, because Jake Lang said, y'all understand the proximity that crime happened in proximity. So you can't use that anymore.
It's always the same amount.
So your response is this.
Let me respond. Please let me respond.
Is your response that Mr. Metcalf needs to get on your bus and tell people that his son was...
And see how this man didn't call him out? I would have called bull stuff on that the whole statistic situation, the same way that I just broke it down to you guys, and the very same manner I would have told him. All of a sudden, y'all understand proximity and crime. All of a sudden. So while this dude is out there now trying to change up the narrative and how things are being presented, Bruce here, he don't call him out on it. He goes and literally changes the subject. Are you saying that Jeff should be on your bus advocating for the same things you're advocating for? Why didn't you stick on the subject, Bruce? Why didn't you eliminate the first subject before you move to the next subject, Bruce? Because Bruce don't know how to handle massa. Bruce don't know how to handle talking to massa. He's way too soft. He's way too soft. They too swift for Bruce. Yeah, absolutely. Bruce is that's why I said that he's way too soft, Miss Lacey. He don't want to anger massa. Now it's a different type of massa. He's looking at somebody else's massa, but he still recognizes that man standing in front of him is a part of the dominant society, and he don't want to make them upset. I got a massa myself, so I gotta talk to this person like I would speak to my own massa. I got to talk to this person. I can't disrespect him because he's somebody else's master. That's it.
But he's not you. So what I'm saying
But
is,
I'm telling you, I'm somebody that stands for what I believe in, and I don't cower when it's time to stand.
If your desire
it's because
is
of
to
fear. My
represent,
desire is that another Austin Metcalf does not happen next week. Like, and if I was his father, I would stand
But you're
righteously to say,
But you're
yes,
not.
but I'm a man.
We all have conversations.
So you speaking for his father.
Hold on. We know.
No talks of litigation. No cease and desist. Nothing. But you're not his father. But you're not his father. What is the conversation about? If the father don't want y'all using his son's likeness, don't want you using his son's pictures or anything like that, there is no conversation to be had. You walk up, you hand him a cease and desist, and you let him know if you continue on this path, we will pursue legal litigation. Why are you having a conversation with this suspected, well, not even suspected at this point, just white supremacists? Why?
I'm speaking for white men in this country.
Are you a father? Hold on. Are you a father? Are you a father? Hold on one second.
Are you a father?
I'm not, but listen.
Okay, so when I talk to non-fathers who are not dealing with grief, you've talked for an hour. So if you want to address, I can give you after I give this message. The bottom line is this. You have a father that's out of respect asking you not to put his son's face in a place. How do you say you're going to represent people when you can't respect the will of the people?
Let me respond, guys. There's too much peanut gallery.
That's not what his father said. His father did not say that.
Can we please let me respond?
So you believe,
I'm having a conversation between you and I. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Austin Metcalf is no longer Austin Metcalf. He is a symbol. He is a symbol of young white people being predatorized and victimized every single day, living in fear. He is living in fear. Our people in this country are living in fear. Austin Metcalf is no longer
Jeff, hold on. Jeff, do me one favor.
See, when he could not convince this dude to stop using the likeness of Austin Metcalf, he said, you know what? Let me just jump on the phone and call Jeff. Jeff, do me a favor. Talk to the white guy because he's not listening to me, Jeff. You told me if I came over here, and I told him exactly what you told me, Jeff, and it's not working. They're not treating me like an equal, Jeff. I think he only sees a plantation slave, Jeff. I don't think he sees a representative of you, Jeff. So I'm gonna need you to tell him. I'm gonna need your help, Massa. Yes, Miss Nisi, I need your help, Massa. Massa, help me. Help you. Because he won't listen to me. This is where I salute Leonardo De Yuda. Appreciate you for being here, family. This is what this man is literally doing. He sent you to handle his business, and you couldn't handle his business, so now you're putting him on the phone so he can handle his own damn business. He might as well have been there himself. He might as well have been there himself. Why did you even get sent? I'm just asking, because it doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't make any kind of sense to me. If you was going to call him, he might as well just traveled and say, you know what, let me show up personally. Let me tell this man face to face, I don't want you using my son's stuff at all. But it is what it is. I guess, he had to learn the hard way that, he ain't got that sway that he thought he did. Salute to the big black God. Thank you for your Cashapp, family. Your donation is blessed tenfold, and I appreciate your contribution, family. Let's get back here.
Because there seems to be
Before we do, hold up. Let me make sure I put on the captions.
issue that you're okay with Austin's name being plastered with this particular movement. Now, I've already addressed that. So now I want you to say one more time that you agree with your son's name and face being attached to this movement?
Hey, Jeff Metcalf, this is Jake Lang here. I wanted to talk to you, not be led into a question. This is an illegal argument.
Notice how the white Jake just started talking out of nowhere. Hey, Jeff, you know, you didn't have to send your gullible Negro. You know, I wanted to have this conversation with you man to man, and you know, and your gullible Negro here, and he's trying to put up his hand like, oh man, let the man speak. And your gullible Negro here thinks that he got some sort of power, but Jeff, he ain't got any type of power. He ain't got any type of power. I wanted to talk to you. I wanted you to understand. That it's bigger than your son now. It's bigger than your son now. Hey, Jeff. Oh, man, these bootlicks. Isaac, get them for you, boss. Isaac, get them for you, boss. No. Screenshot, exactly. Screenshot. No impulse in control. No impulse control at all. None. Look, Jake Hitler's haircut has me forever weak. Nah, I agree with you there, hubby. I agree with you. That haircut, that is a brush over. I don't know if he's trying to mimic Donald Trump or what. I don't know, because that is a Donald Trump comb over if I ain't never seen one. Don't sing your Negroes to me. Talk to me. Oh, Jeff, I wanted to talk to you one-on-one. Please don't ever send your Negro to talk to me ever again. I'd rather talk to you white to white. You know, Nabisco to Nabisco. Unsalted to unsalted. You know, please stop singing your Negroes over here. This is a white thing, okay? I don't send my pet Negro over to you, Jeff. Please don't send your pet Negro over to me. That's what it's given. It's definitely given that.
Do you agree with your son's name and face being attached to this movement?
Hey, Jeff Metcalf, this is Jake Lang here. I wanted to talk to you, not be led into a question. This is an illegal argument. It's called leading.
Do you agree with your son?
Can I have a conversation with you?
No, because you could have called him before that. You could have called him.
This dude, Jake, is dumb as hell. He said, yeah, I've been wanting to talk to you, you know, but, you know, this is an illegal argument. It's called leading. First and foremost, you're not in the court of law. There is no judge. You can't say, I object. He's leading the question. Screenshot that. Mouth wide open. But yeah, this isn't a court of law. And leading doesn't pertain to questioning. Well, not questioning in a sense of speaking to one person and asking him how he feels if you're outside of the court. Leading a witness is totally different from leading into a question. But this dumbass don't know nothing about that at all.
I've been reaching out. I'm one of the biggest figures in America.
Jeff,
Nobody's ever
I've given you a message. I've given you your message. And here's the
all
response.
family members, everybody I can find.
I've given you your message, and here's the response.
You've not given my message.
Guy said
your message.
What he said was this. What he said was this. He said that you, as a father, should be on the bus with him, delivering the message that he's delivering. Unfortunately, he's not a father, and the gentleman with is not a father. Maybe they don't understand what loss is. But at the end of the day, I've given your message, and they thought that it wasn't your message.
Let me have 1 minute of my message
Call
to
him.
Jeff Metcalf.
Call him.
Okay, what's his number?
He's on the phone right now.
So Jeff, do you? Huh?
This is not a good faith discussion.
Okay, hold on. Here's Jeff. Hold on. So
notice he was not going to give dude his number. He said, call him. Well, what's his number? How are you one? Let's take this step by step. Number one, how are you out here claiming that you've been trying to call him and you don't have his phone number? Come on, Jake, you got to be better than that. You got to be quicker than that. Come on. If you didn't have his number, why would you lie and say that you've been trying to call him to get permission and all this other stuff? Just a straight out liar. For no damn reason. But number two, the second point. Bruce wasn't going to hand him that phone, and Bruce was saying, call him. And then the dude gets on the phone, he takes it off speaker and try to have a private conversation with Jeff. And Jeff told him, you know what, my little pet Negro, hand him the phone. Hand him the phone, my pet Negro. Let me handle this my damn self. I sent you to do a job and you couldn't even get it done. He came with him with the Thanos line. All right, I'll do it myself. Put him on the phone. He lied because he's white. That's what they do. Unsalted. Unsalted. Pathological liar. Exactly.
So Jeff, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jake.
Hey, Jeff, it's Jake Lang here. Jeff, first of all, my entire heart rests in your hands. I would be in my position, not even as somebody even knew your son, but somebody that it shares the same understanding. I grew up as a 17-year-old young white man too, and I grew up in fear of my life around black people because they were killing and robbing people around me all the time. And I don't understand, as I was a father, you could sit idly by and not condemn the culture that killed your son. There is an epidemic problem in this country, and your voice could be one of the loudest voices in this country, but you have chosen to recoil out of fear and continue the suppression. Why will you not stand with me and with the rest of the people? We're not calling for racial divide. We're not calling for hatred. We're saying 350,000 attacks on white people by black people a year in this country is wrong. Why can't you stand that and say with that? Maybe you can. Would you be willing to stand by me in a press conference or in an individual interview and talk about this issue that is larger than Austin at this point? God rest the beautiful young man's soul that would have been one of our strongest voices if he was still alive today.
Family, this man thought he was eating and everything that he was saying to the Jeff Metcalf. He thought he was eating, family. All the way down to the point where he was like, you know, the beautiful. And this is another thing too. And Tariq points this out a lot as well, where he speaks about how, when he speaks about how the white supremacists always come in acting like they love you so much. God, I love black people. I just wish we all could get along. God don't want us to be doing this to each other. Oh no, God don't want us to be doing this to each other. We all need to come together. I love you so much. And you can see with Jake Lang here that it isn't just reserved for black people that they do this with. They do it to each other. They do it to each other. Because he just sat here with the softest voice trying to convince this man to stand with him. Because this is bigger than Austin now. And he did it with a timid voice. The lovely, the beautiful Austin. The beautiful Austin. And then watch what happens when Austin's father don't agree with none of that.
Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, my turn to speak. You are part of the fucking problem, my friend.
First and foremost, I don't know if y'all can hear that. So I'm going to turn that up and try to run that back. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear that clearer.
Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, my turn to speak. You are part of the fucking problem, my friend. You're trying to create more race divide than bridging the gap. I do not condone anything you do. You
That's called white guilt.
No, let it talk.
You're creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness, sir.
Notice, family, he was all sweet and humble and all this other stuff a few seconds ago. The second the father says, I don't condone what you're doing, you're a part of the effing problem. You're trying to create more racist divide instead of trying to bridge it. I want you to take my son's photo and likeness off your website. I have nothing to do with you. Soon as he heard that, he could not control himself. He couldn't control himself. Oh, that's called white guilt, sir. You're creating more Austin Metcalfs by doing this, sir. The disrespect. The disrespect. That man lost his son. You have no right. You have no right to talk to that man that way, especially when he's trying to make sure that his son's legacy don't go down with your racist group. You're over here trying to make him a martyr. That's what you're doing. Shout out to MD Williams. Thanks for being here, family. You're over here trying to make Austin into a martyr for a racist group. And the father, most likely, don't want that stigma put on his son. Whether or not he was the aggressor or whatever the situation is, we'll find that out. Excuse me. We'll find that out during court. But as of right now, you're making his son look bad. And in his eyes, that's not going to help him get any justice. Right. The white virginity. He's the queen of it. Queen of white virginity. Someone else missing the virginity. Yeah. There you go. The fragile. See, y'all out here calling it out. All right. I got God. Yeah. All that. That's it. Let's continue.
You are creating more Austin Metcalfs
Black
with your
man
weakness.
Here, you are being weak. I gotta be honest with you about that, sir.
You're being weak.
All right, back to Philip, the guy who said, black guy here. A black guy here. You are being weak. Uh-huh. Let's go here.
Damn!
Should you really be running around here talking about who looks weak and who don't? I don't think you have any of the right to do so. I don't. I think you should keep your mouth closed. I'm just saying, it doesn't look too good for you, sir. It doesn't look too good for you, sir. I wouldn't. I would keep my mouth closed. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But let's go back here. Let's go back here. You know what? Before we go back there, let's do this first. Let's do this first. Let's head here. Let's go here. Pull you on up here. More from Philip Anderson, the black man and January 6er who chimed in to call Austin Metcalf's dad weak. This dude is out here saying Austin Metcalf's dad is a vagina. He didn't listen to a single word that was said at that protest, at the protest. No, why? Because he don't care. He don't care. He just condemned it because his black friend told him to. Yeah. Kind of the reason why you're there saying all the things you're saying, right? Because your napkin master told you to. Your unsalted Nabisco told you to get out there and tap dance as hard as you can, didn't he? Yeah, we see you. We see you. Let's go back.
Condemn your son's killer and the culture that caused it.
Hey, Jeff.
That's the problem. You've been submitted.
Hold on, Jeff.
You've been submitted.
I'll handle it from here.
You've been submitted, sir. You're not going to make us back down. If we were all of your nature,
guys, listen.
you're not going to say what a weak man.
Do you know who you're talking to? You don't, do you?
I'm talking to a black man.
You don't. No, you're not. Okay. You sit here. You talk.
See, that's another part right there that's skipped over a lot of people's head. Do you know who you're talking to? Do you know who you're talking to? He said, I'm talking to a black man. And Bruce said, no, you're not. Bruce? You're not a black man, Bruce? What are you, Bruce? Can somebody tell me in the chat what Bruce is? He's not a black man, he said, so we can't call him black. Last person who said he's not a black man was Roland Martin. He was everything under the sun. He was a unicorn. He was a goddamn lion. He was a purple dinosaur. But when it comes to saying I'm a black man, for some reason, these bootlicks and these tap dancing tethers, they don't know how to say I'm a black man and be proud of it and stand on that. So when somebody says you're a black man, he goes, no, I'm not. No, I'm not at all. And it's disrespectful that you called me a black man. Right. He's a Christian. First and foremost, he's a Christian. He's a father, a friend. He's a homie, lover, friend, a lap dog. But black? Oh no, don't say he's black. Don't say he's black. That's disrespectful to him.
Talk about Trump,
but you're not going to make us back down. If we were all of your nature,
guys, listen.
You're not going to say
what a weak man. Do you know who you're talking to? You don't, do you?
I'm talking to a black man.
You don't. No, you're not. Okay. You sit here. You talk about Trump.
But I am. You're not
Google my name and Trump. No. When you do that, my name is.
I agree with black males. No,
Google that.
But they're not winning right now.
You're doing,
they're becoming degenerates.
What you're doing
and murdering white people.
You're not helping America. You're no more patriotic than I am. No way.
Where were you on January 6th?
You've been silent. It's only gotten worse.
Where were you on January 6th?
You've been silent. It's only gotten worse.
Where were you? Did you stand for your country?
So you think that made you patriot because you showed up there? Does that make you a patriot?
Joe Biden
because you showed up.
All you're doing is condemning us. What's your solution?
My solution is to help people where they're weak. So we have an issue in young black males' lives across the country.
Wait a second. No. You can't help people where they're weak when you're weak yourself. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You can't help people who are weak when you are weak in itself. You are the proper definition of weak. I can't even let you get off on that. Pause. You are weak in itself. You are weakness manifested. But you want to go around helping people who are weak? Absolutely, Miss Nisi. All three of them are weak links. The weakest link. Let's continue.
Say that to Jeff Metcalf. Say that to Jeff Metcalf.
We talk about it, man.
Say it.
At the end of the day, the man is asking. So let me ask you this. You got a father who's grieving. And your response is he's weak.
My father is celebrating my strength right now.
You have no idea. You'll never win the Senate. And what I'll do, I'll come to Florida and run for Senate and run as a Republican, and I'll kick your butt.
Well, now you lose.
I don't know, Bruce, I really don't know about that, Bruce. You didn't win when you ran in 2020. And now you're making these hypothetical threats. I'll come to Florida and I'll run for Senate as a Republican just so you won't win. These are the people. And notice they're having an argument about January 6th. Were you there? Were you there? Oh, you think that makes you a patriot? I've been tap dancing my whole life. That makes me a patriot. I don't stand up to authority. That makes me a patriot. You're not a patriot. These folks.
Years of residency in Florida.
Because this behavior is why we're in the situation where we are.
No.
We get these. Is that what it is? Okay. Yep. Well, at the end of the day, he's asked you what to do and what not to do.
Listen,
you have a right to do it or not.
You can say not about Austin Metcalf, but we're gonna continue this movement. I love somebody.
You love the thought of using Austin for T-shirts, for propaganda, and to get out here and talk about
you want to shut down a white man right now.
I'll shut you down.
You're not shutting me down. I'm not raising money like
because I got family.
I'm not raising money like
put down anymore. No, bro, you stop. You came here to try to shut him down.
No, I came here to give him a message from a father.
And listen,
but I realized that's not his deal.
Let's be honest, you're a black man trying to shut him down.
I'm an American first.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. It's a battle of the coons. Got Tether on coon crime. Oh, snap. Who you got your money on, family? Who you got your money on? It's the standoff of the century. This is the new rumble in the jungle. Tether versus Tether. Who you got, family? Who you got?
Man, you don't
I'm an American. No,
I am.
I'm an American.
I am.
That's
You're not. That's why I'm here. You want to silence him. No. You want to.
You're Ethiopian, dude. You're an Ethiopian, dude. I got 240 on Bruce. Miss Nisi said neither. Hurricane, my brother said hard choice. You don't know what to do. Everybody loses. Exactly. You got to bet on black. This is like trying to bet red versus white. You got to bet on black. Whoever's the mustiest. And you know what? That might be a great strategy, Casey, because, all he got to do is lift up one arm. He might knock out the other one with that blow from under that armpit. Yeah, the other, Bruce might have some root work on. You know what I mean? He might be a brother to say, you know what? I know that I'm a suspected tether, but I ain't a tether as of right now. So let me buy some of this Tariq root work so that when I go around, I'm smelling fresh and so clean. But the Ethiopian dude over here, Philip Anderson, he might not have any type of root work whatsoever. I mean, this dude, most likely, he's running around here putting lemons under his armpits. So he smelled really tart. You might want to go with Philip here. That is a great way to look at it. Who's the mustiest? Sambo versus Steve. Coon versus Coon. Salute the FBA, Aisha. Thank you for being here, family. Thank you for being here, family. Yes, family. I just want to know who got a better chance. Right now, I'm leaning towards Philip because he looks like he's the mustiest. I'm going to be honest with you. That's who I think is the mustiest out of the bunch right now. So it might just be Philip. You put a penny on Philip? Let's cut that in half. Cut that penny in half. We don't even want to put that much on them. You mean Bruce? You think Bruce got it? Okay, let's see. Let's go.
I'm an American that
I've seen it happen over and over. It's not foolishness. You've done nothing. You have not worked on anything. It's not changed nothing. We're here to try something different to stop this.
So what's the difference?
The difference is we're actually coming out here with courage.
Saying what?
And you just want to silence people.
No.
Saying that white people can't be put down anymore.
I listened to you. I listened to you for 2 hours.
Yeah.
It wasn't substance.
And you were raging.
You had more people.
You were raging.
To the
What substance is it then? What's
one dead, the 17,
Yeah.
another one who's in jail.
He's a murderer.
And you
And
had
how often it happens all the time.
Who's been
He's
charged?
home eating Cheetos. We charge your way. It happens again and again and again and again and again.
I would be honest, family. It looks like, Philip might be taking this because he looks the mustiest. He looked like his breath stank. And if his mouth stank and he's already super musty, that's a dual knockout right there. Bruce won't know where it's coming from. It can hit him from behind, hit him from under his chin. It can come from everywhere, every angle. So we might have to put it to bed and say that Philip might be the winner here.
It doesn't stop.
Hold on. At the other day is this. You probably bought that hat for me. Those flags, I probably sold you those flags.
You're not a trumper,
you
brother. You're not a trumper. I understand what being a Make America Great Again patriot means. And it means addressing
What does it mean?
It means addressing issues without being a pussyfoot around it. Don't tap dance around the issues. Address it. Black people are killing white people in this country, and it needs to stop.
Yeah.
We are being predatorized in our own country. We are being predatorized in our own country, and it's a weakness from Jeff Metcalf and people like
We're being predatorized. Oh, Jesus Christ. The system is predatory towards foundational Black Americans, and that's a proven fact. You cannot go through any of the statutes of the law to show that the system is predatory towards white Americans. You can't do it. Exactly. It's delusion. These folks ain't living in reality. They're going to knock each other out. Hey, you know what? That'd be the best move for everybody. Just let them knock each other out. Knock each other out. But the rhetoric that this man is running with, you literally have to be 100% delusional in order to believe that. To believe the nonsense. Black people are predatory towards white people. Does the history not apply? Neanderthals, exactly.
That is continuing the culture. Condemn Carmelo Anthony, condemn. Why are you confronting me? What if you call Jeff Metcalf and say there's a young black man with a Carmelo Anthony jersey on parading his son's death? When I'm standing strong against the murderer.
My name in Trump. Since you say I'm
standing strong against the murderer.
I want you to learn. Oh, I know.
President Trump's pardon.
I got you. It doesn't matter, guys.
President Trump doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
No,
President Trump.
No, he probably shouldn't have got pardoned. He probably
You're not President Trump.
No, I'm a man.
You're not a man. You're not Trump supporter then. If you're not Trump supporter, he did not get due process. He's not getting him pardoned.
Here's the problem right here. You all follow a man off the cliff. I'm a man. I will call anybody
Donald
wrong.
Trump did not make that stance.
You won't call him wrong.
Who
Listen,
won't?
you just want to
When Trump is wrong, I'll call Trump wrong.
Racial tribalist. I see right through this.
Look at the coons. Look at the coons. They enjoying this. Literally coon on coon violence. They're sitting there smiling their ass off. And this dude, he's a coon with a White Lives Matter shirt on. This is hilarious, family. This is hilarious. Oh, Jesus Christ, look at the coons. He struck a pose. He's smiling. He's zesty as hell, too. Look at the pose he's standing in. He's a zesty poser. I can't believe this. You can't make this up. This is the day. This is the day. Oh, Jesus. You know what? I feel like look at Sugarfoot. Yes. I feel like we got to play the intro again. I think we do. Moist Minstrel. He belongs on the green. You know what? We got to do it. We got to do it, family. Let's go. Let's do it one more time. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's go.
I see you whispering about me. You think I ain't listen. Watch and see. Got my funk, got my groove. Got me getting even tonight. We gon' party. Petty season. You thought I let it slide, but I'm petty and proud. Flexing on the dance floor, showing out in the crowd. Feeling so fancy. Got my stinger ready. Watch out, y'all. It's time to get petty. Watch out. Get petty. Don't you fret it. Gonna serve it up. Nice and sweaty. Keep it funky. Keep it steady. Hey, you. It's time to get petty.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The roast in this comment section has me in tears. It has me in tears. Let's go back a few real quick. He's here for the slave play and to find a zaddy. All my life, he looks like he just took a picture advertising himself. It's like, I'm out here selling bussy. I'm selling bussy. I'm selling bussy. Pose. Strike the pose. Oh, Jesus Christ. He enjoys unseasoned potato salad with sauteed raisins. Godly. The guy in the back with the Where's Waldo shirt on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man, I can't with these people. I can't. They make this stuff too easy. They make this stuff way too damn easy. Let's continue.
Like, seriously. Was it wrong for me to tell that woman to be quiet?
No, it was wrong for her to spray you with that mace.
All right, so me standing up for what I believe
I'm good.
and getting sprayed for it.
And that she's wrong, so hopefully you press charges and she's prosecuted.
So is Donald Trump wrong for pardoning me in the January 6th?
I don't know your role, but if you're wrong,
I had the most violent charges of all the January 6th.
They were calling out black people for doing bad
So
things.
you don't
That's why
agree
you're
with being
wrong,
a
man.
1776
That's why you're
patriot and
mad.
fighting for your
Because you called out black
country?
people for
Would you
doing wrong.
believe the founding fathers are right to
the
go
founding fathers
against
were right
tyranny?
on some things and they were wrong on some
I'm
things.
talking about tyranny. Were they right against standing against tyranny?
No,
Are we right against standing
your
against black
rationale is
violence? It
tyranny.
is tyranny. We are living in tyranny. It is the same
if
tyranny.
Your concerns about black
It is the
violence,
same tyranny.
If your concerns about black violence, why
And
are you not
racism
talking
against
about what's
white
going
people.
on in Atlanta? Why are you not talking about what's going on in Philadelphia? Why are you not talking about what's going on in
Listen, I'm talking about
Because we're
black
here
violence
today.
against
We're here
white
today.
Americans.
Reason why.
Yes, sir.
You want to talk about cities. Detroit is one of the most unlivable cities in America.
Yep.
Up until the 1950s, Detroit was called the Paris of the West.
Okay.
Why is that no longer the case? Because it's unlivable due to black crime.
Dude, I'm slow. I'm slow. I just now recognize it.
Every minute you say that that's not an issue. You
The community that I represent.
The zesty coon was like, I'm slow. I did not realize that he's wearing a Carmelo. My God, family, I don't know if I don't even need to go to the gym today. I'm gonna be honest with you. This laughing that gave me a six-pack all over again. These ab core. Oh Jesus, my core is just hurting hard. It's hurt.
People I also represent other communities.
Republicans. We're trying to shut them down. We're trying to shut them down. Yes, you are.
You are trying to run off.
I see it. You
No matter you put a cowboy hat on and get him to say that. You are still a member of your community.
Let me ask you
You're
something.
mad. No, hold on. You're mad because he's calling out black people for doing wrong. Yes,
I don't
you are.
care, son.
You care. That's why you're here right now. That's why you came
call
here.
out black people
We're not
every
stupid.
day.
We see what you're doing.
One question.
We see what you're doing.
Hey family, I'm gonna ask this question and I want a serious answer. Do you guys think that the way he's speaking to this brother right here is the reason why he got punched in the mouth? Because he didn't even fight back. He just got his teeth knocked out and didn't fight back, didn't go after the dude, nothing. He took the punch and he walked away. He got behind the police. He got behind the security. But yet, when it's another brother, when it's a black dude, he's all up in his face. He's ready to go crazy. Absolutely. Tetherpalooza. Tether Coon Palooza. Absolutely. Yeah, he might be slow. He might have rode the slow bus all his life. Remember, when we was coming up, all the people that were on the yellow bus, they just got released into the world and nobody knows who they are. Nobody got any warnings. Nobody told us who these people were. And this is the people, and I'm being 100% honest with you. He might be one of those people, but the Democratic Party also go after those same type of people, the people who used to ride the yellow bus, who was just released in the world. So I find it hilarious on both sides, to be honest with you.
Should Carmelo Anthony?
I know you have white family members like I do, but I'm tired of it.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, really?
Carmelo,
Should Carmelo
not have any injuries on my indictment? Why was I left?
$500,000 raised for Carmelo Anthony because he killed a white.
So I have two problems.
What's your issue?
I have two problems.
Yeah.
So
no, hold on.
If Carmelo Anthony was your neighbor, would you allow your children to go play with him right now? Carmelo's your neighbor. He's home on bond. Would you send your children over to go play Xbox with him right now?
I don't know the kids.
Exactly, because he doesn't.
You don't know? Oh,
neighbor.
wow. Okay.
Hold on.
I know what you were here today.
Why?
You're just mad that he's pulling out the problem of black people killing white people. Yes, that's exactly what I think.
You don't see
You're
that's why I think you came here to start
How
some
about
shit.
for black males murdering? Are you against that?
God dang. I put that up there, but I need to reread that. Casey, you ain't right for that at all. He looks like a tethered sloth from the Ice Age movie. Always chasing a nut. He always chasing a nut. The nut that he's chasing is a white supremacist massa. Always chasing massa. Always chasing massa. And he gets close, but never gets that nut. He can never get that nut. Pause. You ain't right for that, Casey. You are not right. Jake looks like a little German. Little German guy with the mustache. Absolutely. Oh, Jesus Christ. Chasing a nut. Pause. He's probably going to get on that bus and find one. Let's continue.
100%.
I think that I think
why
Austin
Carmelo
was
Anthony? Why
a
should be
black
given the
kid.
opportunity to kill the next person that says, "Hey, can you get maybe move over a couple inches?"
I'm
He's
saying
defending
he
a white
clearly
paper
murdered
boy
someone.
that's going to
He
jump
stabbed
up the
him. He should
paper
not get
tomorrow
out on
morning.
bail. He's a danger to the community.
Guys,
If I killed your son, would you walk down the street right
You
now?
kind of agree
I
with me?
kind of agree with you on
Let
the
me
bond.
say this.
The issue is hold on. I kind of agree with you on the bond. But
come
no,
on,
hold on.
Murder is
He don't
getting
want you to
done.
be a man. He
Hold on.
wants you to
That's
follow
not what
him.
I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Righteous. No,
What I'm
silence it.
what I'm
It's not
saying
true.
is that you're being silent about the issue of black crime. You're
Exactly.
saying, oh, what about
Yes, you
Detroit? What
are.
about St.
Guys,
Louis? Those
guys,
cities
you're
are
racial
unlivable.
tribalists.
Those cities are unlivable, not because of Indians.
Let me show you the logic in this man's argument. He says, I kind of agree with you on the bond. You have to agree with him on the bond. Because we already have an instance out here in Texas. I'm forgetting the guy's name, Casey something. I was supposed to actually bring that up. Hold on, because I actually have. There we go, Casey Allison. Let me bring that up. Let's go here real quick, family. Give me 1 second, 1 second. Because we actually have a situation that everybody is sitting there ignoring All the white supremacists, none of them said nothing about this situation. So let's go here.
Trial got underway today for Cason Allison. He's charged with murder in the stabbing of Joe Ramirez at Belton High School back in May of 2022.
News 10's Isabella Quintanilla was in the courtroom all day today. She has more from this first day of the trial.
The 146th District Court was packed today with families, friends, witnesses, and others, all who have been waiting nearly 3 years to learn the fate of now 21-year-old Cason Allison. We first heard from the state prosecutors who are charging Cason Allison with murder, saying he was intentionally cutting and stabbing Joe Ramirez, to which Allison pleaded not guilty. His defense attorneys then gave their opening statement, implying it was self-defense. Defense attorney Zachary Boyd told the jury, quote, Cason was in the fight for his life, where he was jumped by 5 friends. We heard from 5 state witnesses today, including a 911 record custodian, the Belton ISD Director of Safety and Security, 2 teachers who saw the aftermath of the stabbing, and the school nurse. At the start of the trial, they played 5 911 calls from 2 staff members, 2 students, and a parent. In one of those calls, a girl identified Cason, claiming she saw him running through the parking lot with a bloody nose. They then played security footage from several cameras showing Joe and 3 others walking into a bathroom, Cason and another boy walking in shortly after. 5 boys, including Joe, then ran out of the bathroom and split up, with Cason once again running out shortly after. We also saw footage of Joe running down the main hallway, bleeding onto the floor and then collapsing. Blood immediately began to pool as teachers and staff quickly surrounded him. Many of Joe's family and friends were in tears as they watched this all play out. One witness, the first to get to Joe, said, quote, his breathing was rapid and shallow. It appeared to me as if he had a punctured lung. Another witness, the school nurse, said they gasped when they cut open Joe's shirt, finding a gaping wound across his left chest. She also shared that a student that had been in the bathroom was brought to the nurse's office and was on the phone with his mom saying, quote, Cason stabbed Joe. Reporting in Belton, Isabella Quintanilla, KWTX, News 10.
Yeah, family. So we actually got instances and no one's saying nothing. So it would make sense. Excuse me 1 second, family. It would make sense that you would agree with the whole bail situation. You have to. Because that kid, he actually had a bail of $1 million too. And his bail got lowered to $175,000. You don't hear anybody running around talking about he needs to be locked back up or anything like that, right? This happened 2 years ago. It's been quiet for 2 years. I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened. Another school was air conditioned by a sheriff's department son who admitted, oh, yeah, that's our situation in Florida. And he isn't black or is this Mexican lad discussing what Swiss cheese by blade. Absolutely, man. No, you're absolutely right. Ain't nobody mentioning the case in Florida. Ain't nobody mentioning the case of the Casey Anthony situation. They're real quiet. He's real. All of these folks, everybody there, none of these people are saying anything about this. Let's continue.
I'm being silent. I'll tell you what I'm doing since you don't know me. Since you don't know me.
You're running cover for
so
black
since
crime.
you don't know me, Google my name, Bruce Carter, black on black crime.
I can Google his name.
I'm holding a meeting this Tuesday where I've called on the mayor, the city manager, Dallas County, and DISD.
Do something real and say, get that man back in
nothing.
jail. If you're going to hold a
He
meeting.
doesn't need to be in jail, son.
Okay, so then put your kids over. Let's schedule a play date. Your father, let's schedule a play date. He's not a danger to the community.
So here's the problem.
Let's schedule a play date.
My name is Bruce Carter.
Let's schedule a play date.
So here's the
Carmelo
problem.
Anthony and little baby Bruce.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Anthony, little baby
I gotta
Bruce.
go.
All right, family. So we got through that. I can close that down now. Close that down. Let's get to the end of this here. Now that we done seen the standoff between the coon and more coons. But right before we get into the end of this, right before we get to the end, do you know what we were doing while all this was taking place? I'm gonna show you guys what we were doing. Let me go here real quick. This is what we were doing while all this was taking place. This is what we were doing while they were out there in their non-existent protest, watching the Tether on Coon fight off, the boxing match of the year, the new age Rumble in the Jungle. We was out there living, getting it, not worried about not one of them. Never minds. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. This is how worried we are about these people. This is how worried we are about these people. Huh, they so loud with stank breaths. Exactly. Enjoying ourselves. That's what we're doing. We're living life. Coming up with new line dances every damn week, apparently. I just saw my family in the West Coast. They over there, they just created a new line dance that got some crip walking in it. And I'm like, oh, snap, I got to learn that. We coming up with a new dance every damn week because we got the time to just have fun and enjoy ourselves. But let's go here, family. All right, now that we're here, we're living. Exactly. That's what we're out here doing. Now let's get over here. Let's get to some of the backlash of Jake Lang, ladies and gentlemen. The backlash. There we go. Let's go here. Let's get into this backlash. Because Jake thought he was just going to go out there talking all that mess to the father of a deceased child and thought people wasn't going to get on his head. So apparently Jake Lang blocked this woman because she's been on his head for a while now, I guess. Said Jake Lang is a punk. A straight up punk. Hold up. Let me get here real quick. All right, there we go. All right, Jake Lang is a punk and should still be locked up for what he did on J6. The disrespect he showed this grieving father is disgusting. This POS blocked me months ago because I told him exactly what he is. A grifting member of a corrupt Flynn cult. Let's go here. Jake Lang is spiraling after a very bad day. Very bad day today. He's been out of jail for 3 months and already causing more problems. Dude showed up to J6 as Antifa. Delayed his own proceedings, played the victim. Real ones knew his deal. Got gripped for telling the truth. Got ripped for telling the truth, Got ripped for telling the truth about him. This dude is bad news. And this is the whole him breaking into the freaking stadium, Kai Kingdom Stadium, for his little publicity stunt here. Let's go here. Let's go here, family.
You need water? Yeah, we need water.
Let's run that back for a second. Hold up. Bad acting, informant vibes, fansecution. Jake Lang interview. January 6, 2021. All right, let's go. Federectionist.
You need water?
Yeah, we need water.
You go back in there?
We need Maylots. If anybody has.
What do you need?
Maylots.
No. Can you just give me a brief of what happened, man?
Oh, I had a steel baseball bat, fucking swinging for the stars.
Bro, can you give me?
He's a fucking hero. Yeah. Did the right thing. I was inside. It's real Jake Lang.
Say it again. Jake Lang.
Jakelang.
Where are you at online?
On Instagram, Facebook. I got 32,000 on Instagram. Patriot. I own libertycentric.com. It's like Parlor, but it's like an Instagram version. We give you freedom of speech and we fight the fuck for your rights.
Absolutely. Can you give me a brief? What happened to you?
No, it'll reactivate it. Okay.
Don't do that.
I just got out
That's
of the
OC
fucking
spray.
zone.
Hey, partner.
Yeah.
So
So
scoot
we
over
were
so I
up
got
there.
some.
I ran out of neutralizer. We climbed up the scaffolding and we got on that main area. Then we pushed him back and we charged the front. There's a double door like hallway. And so we broke the glass, pulled the double doors, reached around in, pulled it open, and then it was like the movie 300 Spartans. It was fucking a line of 5 guys, fucking police officers, 5 of us, heaving, hoeing. People were almost dying in between all the heat. You know, everyone is two forces just pushing on each other. That lasted about an hour or two. Then they started fucking hitting us with batons in the face, rubber bullet in the foot. The real strong pepper spray. It's been 30 minutes. I can't open my eyes. And we started bringing out the fucking metal rods and everything on these motherfuckers.
Amen. Yeah! My Patriot, Rio Jake Lane. What's your name, brother?
Yeah.
So that's Jake Lane, and that was him in 2021. I just found it very interesting. I wanted to include that before we go back here. So it says Jake Lang raised millions. Jake Lang's purposefully, delayed his case over and over and over to be the martyr you see before you. He's a clown who thrives attention 24/7. He'll find a new cause when this one dies. And I have to agree, because that's what grifters do. Family, I thought they said January 6th was a peaceful protest. This is a standoff here. All right. Let's go over here. I want to get to what this woman has to say because, you know, she said some stuff. All
right, everybody. I want you to hear it from me personally. I'm going to get right down to brass tacks. Jake Lang is a problem. Damn! When you realize that, you will stop supporting him. The things he's done are unforgivable, period. Let's just forget about this little race-baiting bullcrap protest for a second. We'll get back to that. Oh, yeah, that's coming up. That's not what I'm here to talk to you about. What I want to talk to you about is all the problems that Jake Lang has caused. Every time he cries foul, it's because he provoked it. He caused problems. We were discussing this the other night. On Easter weekend, 4 years ago, we were thrown in solitary confinement. We were on lockdown for a whole week.
We're going to pause that for a second because I want to address this. Yes, Hurricane. This is one for the ages. We didn't see white supremacists. We didn't see grifters. We didn't see raccoons. We didn't see tethers. We didn't see wannabes. How could it get any worse? I don't know. That is a good question. maybe the family has some ideas. Put it in the chat. How can it get any worse for these fools?
No showers, nothing. Didn't come out of ourselves. Cleaning ourselves in the sink and in the toilet. That was Jake's fault. Oh, he'll tell you. Oh, he'll divert and he'll be like, oh, no, it was Big O Barnett. It was not Big O Barnett. Jake Lang caused those problems. He was sitting there. The officers told us to step in. And he rolled his eyes, turned his back on the officer, and continued on the phone. That's what provoked all of that. And that was just in the beginning. This is before we even knew who this guy was. I'm not trying to bash Jake Lang. Quite frankly, we've been very gracious to the boy. He's done so many good things for all these people. But I promise you, it's not without meaning. He did it for personal gain. It's all to build his platform. That's all he's ever been about. He used to do these left-wing protests, Occupy Wall Street and things. He told us about how he ran from the FBI. They came to his home and he had to go down the fire escape to his...
Great point, William. Salute and shalom. And thank you for being here, family. This is a great damn point. You're seeing it. White supremacy is a problem for white supremacists. And this is exactly what we've been saying for a long damn time. You think you're a problem for us, you're really a problem for yourselves. And now, since we're not around for them to have all this animosity on us, well, the real ones, they're letting their coons fight it out, their pet Negroes, and then they're fighting each other per average. The problem for white supremacists is the white supremacists. We ain't even got to do too much. We can just sit back, kick our feet up on an ottoman, pop some popcorn. I like the one with cheese on it. You might like the caramel. I like both. Let's get the whole can of popcorn with the 3 sections and just sit back and go through each section and watch what's happening. We don't have to do a damn thing. We don't have to lift a finger because they're doing it for us. Salute, William. That was perfect. That was a perfect comment.
Escape the FBI. He has priors. Did you know that? The boy's got priors. He was caught in his car, convertible, with what, coke and ecstasy in the trunk? He told us all about it. And guess what? It's out there. Those arrests, they're out there. He's got a federal BOP number.
The man got a thing for Frosty the Snowman. The man got a thing for Tony Montana and popping pills. He be on that Tony with the extra Tony. Now we can see why he looks the way that he looks. He looked like he was Tony'd out while he was there.
That predates January 6th. That's not an accident. I don't think it's any accident that he showed up to January 6th at all. Every time he would do something nice, it was blackmail. He was trying to extort money. I'm not saying that lightly.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, brother. If I seen Trump at that rally jump out of a cake doing a sea walk, I would have had to reevaluate my life. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have had to really start looking and look into the theory that we're living in a simulation. Because god dang it, that right there would be the icing on the goddamn cake for me. That would have been it. I promise you. If they had Trump there busting out of a cake doing the seawall. They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that.
He would go on the phone and the boys, he's very incredibly smart. He knows how to speak. He builds his narratives. He did this the whole time we were in CTB. All day, every day. He gets on the phone and he's making calls and trying to do interviews and trying to build his brand.
Candy makes you dandy.
He was the one calling for transparency from the Patriot Freedom Project. I'm not saying transparency isn't a good thing, but they got audited 3 times by the Biden IRS and they still couldn't get her. You know why? Everything was transparent. It was all on board. The problem is that Jake saw his profit margins, if you will, diminish. And as soon as that happened, all of a sudden, we need transparency. We need transparency. Did Jake Lang get me an attorney? No, the Patriot Freedom Project got me an attorney. Jake Lang held it over my head numerous times. Oh, we put money on your books. We put money on your books. It was such a problem that when my book was released, a week later, all of a sudden, mysteriously, oh, Lang shows up on my books, put $200 on my books. Why? Because I was not kind. I used kid gloves on Jake Lang's, but the kid gloves come off after what he said to Cash Kelly, who's a good dear friend of all of ours. He called him a violent black American. And what kind of sick, heinous statement is that? I put it on my page. You guys have seen it. This is
Families are going scorched earth. You talked about one of my Negroes, and now I'm coming after you.
We can't keep doing this shit, man.
Oh, man. I love this. How many of y'all loving what's happening right now? This is just great. This is grand.
This isn't new to you. It's a couple days old now. But it's crazy. You want to see what a violent American looks like? Here, I got you. Watch this. That's Jake Lang.
She's talking about Jake Lang. Apparently, she's been getting into it with him ever since they got locked up for this J6 stuff. You know? Oh, man. Love it. I love it.
Remember when he said he went all Babe Ruth and swinging for the fences on the cops? That's not a joke. He freaking meant it. He freaking meant it. Look at him. He has the guts to call Cash Kelly a violent black American. Most disingenuous thing I've ever heard in my life. Are you serious right now? He's a loving father. He's a great person. He will give you the shirt off your back. He will do anything for you.
That's a great question. You know how much they hate that other community, you know? Oh, wow.
And did Jake get his ass beat by Cash? Yes. That's because Jake violated unwritten rules of jail. There's things you don't do in jail. And if you do it, there's consequences. Those prices get paid, right? And Cash used kid gloves on Jake. He could have.
Wait a second. Pause. Wait a second. Pause. We're not going to stumble over that. We're not going to stumble over that at all. Not one damn bit. We cannot stumble over that. Did she just say Cash put hands on Jake? Their puppet, their pet coon put hands on Jake? Well, that makes all the sense. While Jake is out here just so gung-ho about black violence, he had some hands put on him. He had some hands tossed on him. Somebody decided to debo this man. And when he got deboed, now he's blaming all the black Americans because he got deboed. Wow, okay. Now we're getting pieces of the puzzle that was missing. Hilarious.
Let's just say they're not in the same league physically, okay? Cash could have wrecked him, and he didn't. He proved his point and he left. He's not a violent black American. That's a terrible thing to say about somebody. He's a father. He's a family man. Jake provoked him to the point where I guess we're doing this. And that sucks. But jail ain't the real world. Okay? And then he goes out and he holds this whole big protest yesterday. Oh, with all 3 people that showed up. It was racist. The whole point was to point the finger at black Americans and say, we need to protect white people from them.
This is Karen saying this. This is Becky saying this. Every little bit, every little step she takes, she is sending shot after shot after shot at this dude.
Finger at Black Americans and say, we need.
Hold up. No, we got to pull that back a little bit.
The whole point was to point the finger at Black.
No. A little bit more.
Jake provoked him to the point where I guess we're doing this. And that sucks. But jail ain't the real world. Okay? And then he goes out and he holds this whole big protest yesterday. Oh, with all 3 people that showed up.
The fact that Becky is sitting here clowning him about the 3 people that showed up that probably arrived on the bus he came in, that right there is just golden. I love it. I love this for us. We don't even have to do the clowning at this point. They're clowning each other. Love it. You got to love it.
It was racist. The whole point was to point the finger at Black Americans and say, we need to protect white people from them. Do you know how disgusting that is? Do you know how evil that is? Of course you do. I mean, right now, it must make you choke up and be like, oh, that's not okay. It's not okay. It pisses me My point is this. He used that platform to attack the father whose son is practically still warm. He attacked the father whose son had just been murdered, calling him a pussy, calling him a coward. Do you see why I'm angry? He crossed too many lines. I was gracious to Jake when he got kicked out of CPAC. I could have been a jerk about it because I've got a history with Jake Lang. He lived in cell 23. I was in cell 24. He would torment me through the vents to the point where other J6ers had to come and say, hey, Jake, chill out, man. You're driving her crazy.
Salute Asante Jones. Thank you for being here, family. Oh, my God, family. Oh, yeah, I agree. I'm hollering. I don't trust her either, but let them fight each other. Fight it out. Fight it the hell out, damn it. Because guess what? Let me go here. What? There we go.
People know exactly what they're doing until they get exposed.
So we just gonna keep on exposing these folks. Let's go.
And he would. And then he would claim, oh, yeah, you're my sister, blah, blah. No. Jake Lang is a problem. And the minute that the rest of the J6 community pulls their heads out of their freaking asses and stop following this guy, he's a problem. He's doing this, and he's probably paid to do this. He opened up, I don't even know how many gives and goes the guy's got. The ones that people have tracked down and figured out $1.2 million. Where did that money go?
Family, she is spilling all the beans on this man. She really have a vendetta. She really, really have a vendetta. I'm loving it.
Did it buy a MAGA bus that he was standing on yesterday? Is that what you paid for, America? Or did you pay to help Americans like me get back on our feet? Which you did. Thank you. But that money didn't come from Jacob Lang. It came from you. I recommend you cut ties with this guy. We suspect he's a leftist. He used to brag about going to Black Lives Matter protests and throwing things at the cops and giving them a finger. He said, I'd roll down there on my skateboard. He made friends with members of Antifa. What MAGA member? What kind of self-respecting conservative would make friends with Antifa? Oh, he's a patriot now. Don't give me that shit.
Hey, don't come at Becky with that nonsense. Don't you dare come at Becky with that nonsense. She is not having it, she say. Not today. Not today.
Don't give me that shit, Jake. The gloves are coming off because now you're going too far. You're attacking the father whose son has just been murdered. You're slandering him, and it needs to stop, Jake. I know you stalk my page. I know you listen. You're still following me now. I'm not picking on you, dude. You've crossed the line one too many times, buddy, and that's it. America, please stop supporting this guy. He's a clown. He's a con man. He's articulate. He's smart. He's intelligent. He knows what he's doing.
Exactly, Miss Nisi. They're exposing themselves, and we're here for it. I love it. Keep exposing yourselves. Let them talk long enough. Let them talk. And as soon as we get what we need, we'll cut them off. But damn it, this has been golden. This has absolutely been golden.
Stop, Jake. I know you stalk my page. I know you listen. You're still following me now. I'm not picking on you, dude. You've crossed the line one too many times, buddy, and that's it.
I love when white folks say buddy or bucko. You cross the line way too much, bucko. That's what I thought she was going to say. But buddy is still good. Still good.
America, please stop supporting this guy. He's a clown. He's a con man. He's articulate. He's smart. He's intelligent. He knows what he's doing. He's a con man. Enough is enough.
Becky out here spilling the meth tea. Yes. Damn, Karen. Exactly. Karen out here giving it all up. She's giving up all the information. The cats are fighting. And when they fight, we laugh. We laugh. I'm here for all of it. All of it. Let's go here real quick, criminally. Apparently, let's hear from Kelly Cash himself. Cash Kelly or whatever the hell his name is. Let's hear from him himself.
I'm the only one that knows about it up here right now. Maybe Jess knows, but this is phenomenal what I was told from Kelly. Kelly just came in. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Kelly, what's up, my brother? You got to hit your mute button.
Okay, I'm on now.
There you go.
Should be.
Kelly, how do you feel about Jake? What do you got to say about this man, bro? Is he a patriot? Is he sincere? Because he sounds like it. He sounds so sincere sometimes. It makes me just want to hug him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, look, I just wanted to point out one thing. How many packs can you have? Okay, you got the white racist pack he just started, the Protect White Americans or whatever that is.
Yeah.
He's got the J6 relief fund or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Then he's got his congressional thing he's collecting money for.
Yep.
How many different scams can you have going on at one time?
Well, as many as the American people that are gullible will allow you to.
Family, the MAGA mutants are out here. They're basically saying this man is a scam artist. They're calling out. Oh my God. All lies will be exposed. They're naming names. They are literally calling out this man's grift. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, and then what he's doing is he's taking this entire thing in Texas, which he has no business being there anyway because he's not even from Texas.
He has no business in Florida. He's not a Floridian.
Yeah, exactly. So he's taking this and literally trying to make it out to where MAGA needs to be racist.
That's what he wants everybody to be racist.
Bad behavior.
Yeah. It is. It's crazy. It's like he's trying to instantly create divide. And then the video he did in the parking lot with that lady.
Oh my God, that was cringe, bro. Did you see how it was an unrehearsed script?
Hey, bro, I thought he was speaking in Morse code, like with his eyeballs. Like I thought he was clicking a message for us that we needed to decrypt or something. Like
They're clowning this dude. This dude don't have no sway in his own movement. How is this possible? You can't make this up. This was written by God himself. The Most High wrote this script and they are playing it out so well. I love it. God, does anybody have any popcorn I can borrow? Because I ran out and I don't want to go to the store right now. I want to continue this. I need to borrow some popcorn.
Thought was this is paid for.
Founding father. We thought he was Abe Lincoln.
He doesn't have Yo. Hey, he said, I thought he was a founding father. I thought he was Abe Lincoln.
Yo, check this out. I could swear to y'all, bro. I can't prove this. This is just my assumption. He paid that lady, bro.
She didn't even know anything about it.
That's
Where
what
it
Pete
was,
said.
who it was, nothing.
What Pete said that when she said, when Jake said justice for Austin Metcalf, and she gave her response. She's
yeah, whatever.
She's like, yeah, or like, okay. You could tell she was not happy about having to do it. She's like, okay, I said what I had to say. Give me my money. I'm out of here.
Exactly. I can't believe you would random. That is the worst possible thing you could do. That is the most racist bullshit you can pull. Is picking up some black lady in the parking lot to verify yourself.
Cash, and this goes back to the things that we were talking about in DC, where Jake fits Cartman perfectly.
Damn. Hold the phones. I gotta do that. Damn. Oh, they said this man fits the character of Cartman. I am so amused. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's go.
Fund or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Then he's got his congressional thing he's collecting money for. Yep. How many different scams can you have going on at one time?
Well, as many as the American people that are gullible will allow you to.
Yeah, I mean, and then what he's doing is he's taking this entire thing in Texas, which he has no business being there anyway because he's not even from Texas.
He has no business in Florida. He's not a Floridian.
Yeah, exactly. So he's taking this and literally trying to make it out to where MAGA needs to be racist.
That's what he wants everybody to be racist.
Bad behavior.
Yeah. It is. It's crazy. It's like he's trying to instantly create divide. And then the video he did in the parking lot with that lady.
Oh my God, that was cringe, bro. Did you see how it was an unrehearsed script?
Hey, bro, I thought he was speaking in Morse code, like with his eyeballs. Like I thought he was clicking.
Oh, that must have gone back.
Cash, and this goes back to the things that we were talking about in DC, where Jake fits Cartman perfectly.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
Can I get you to just say this little line for me, please?
Oh my God, not the Cartman impression on him. Go ahead. We can stop there, family. Oh my God, oh Jesus, I'm gonna need a hot towel and a fan after this, a cold towel, excuse me, and a fan after this. And the chat say, amen, amen. This has been one for the ages. Oh my God, y'all have me in tears over here. I swear to God, you guys are funny as hell. Okay, there's one more thing I want to show you guys, and then we'll be up out of here. So, oh Jesus, we've been on. So the actor and our fellow freedman, Isaiah Washington, Well, he's a director as well. He came out because he wanted to address what was going on at the whole little at the protest, the 3 people protest. And he had this to say. Whew. I'm gonna drink some water while he's speaking.
All right. Every time I try to get out, MAGA just keeps pulling me back in, right? I know.
Salute, Ayo. Thank you for your donation, family. Your super chat is blessed tenfold. And I appreciate your contribution, family.
I've asked a lot of you, MAGA.
Donations. Shout out to Umar.
Particularly my abolitionists that I know are there, who know how savage and treacherous your European descendants can be, your Ellis Islanders. But I know you're there. But now an event happened here in Texas that I'm compelled to address. I know you have your suspicions of me, and that's okay. But I love America. I really do. And I love all of my fellow Americans. And MAGA, you know how I've been riding with you since 2019. But we have a problem. A problem that I tried.
I'm going to speed this up a little bit because our brother speaks a little slow. This man bores me sometimes. Let's go.
To address back in 2018. Yeah, Jack Lane was right. I understand your white guilt. I understand your bias. And I ignore the bots that are prejudiced and bigoted that are pushing for something that's just simply, it's not affordable. We're doing too well in America under the Trump administration, so there will be no race war. Stop it. Stop it. Jake Lane, controlled asset. The question is, who is he working for? Philip Anderson, I tried to warn you. He's not a Black American Negro freedman. I tried to tell you, you have to stop getting behind anything Black just because they're saying the right things that make you feel good or assuage your guilt that you shouldn't really have. I know, we know you don't own any slaves. You're Ellis Islanders, just trying to survive. But Philip Anderson, Jake Lang embarrassed MAGA today. Not a good look. We've had shootings and stabbings, Black men killing people in high school. No media. The larger accounts haven't addressed it. It's not divisive enough. We've had a so-called MAGA supporter, Trump supporter, kill 2 people at Florida State University. No mainstream media. The larger accounts haven't addressed it. Here we go with the interracial. We're going to make Kamala Anthony the boogeyman. If we're going to be constitutionalists, we have to allow due process to happen. He deserves, under the Constitution, his day in court. Okay? But Jake Lang and Philip Anderson, they're not like us. Act accordingly. And this is the last time I'm going to address it. You can't get behind every Black face and think that's a good idea. You've been embarrassed, MAGA. We've all been horribly harmed. What Jake Lang did today is unforgivable. Egregious, downright disgusting. This is not how conservatives or constitutionalists or exceptionalisms is sweet.
Salute to the big Black God. Thank you for your contribution, family. Your Cash App is blessed tenfold. I appreciate your contribution and donation.
We don't behave this way. I stand by every tweet, every post. Right? I get it right. Sometimes I get it wrong. But Jake Lang, Philip Anderson, no. Not good. Not good for the app, and not good for all Americans. Act accordingly.
Family. Yeah, he does. He speaks like a coon bot, right? Some things he say is logical, and then the other things is like he's just trying to, cater to the Magites. And we already understand this, brother. We understand him fully. Yeah, like a fembot. There you go. There you go. Family, this has been one for the ages. We didn't had it all in this stream. I'm glad I decided to turn it into a black and petty because god dang it, I'm be honest with you, I don't think it's gonna get any more pettier than this at this point in time. Maybe until the next protest. But this has been a fantastic broadcast, family. I've been sitting here laughing so hard. Like I said, my stomach is hurting because of how hard I've been laughing over here. Salute to everybody in the chat who came with the roasting. You guys are just top tier roasters. I love being FBA because ain't nobody roasting like us. Period, point and black. I guarantee you that. If you put me in a ring and tell me, hey, you got to select who's going to roast the most, who's going to be top roaster out of a foundational black American and anybody else, hands down, I'm picking FBA all damn day. I'm betting my money on black, foundational black, because god dang it, ain't nobody around the world got the comedic chops that we got. That's just what it is. So family, I hope you enjoyed this broadcast. We got to sit back and watch the coons go at it. We got to sit back and watch the white supremacists go at it. We got to sit back and watch all the folks who want to be or couldn't be or whatever the situation is. We got to see all of it. We got to see lap dogs go after lap dogs. It was just magnificent. We got Karen bringing all of the meth tea. Shout out. Who said that? Let me see if I can find that. Who said that? Dropping all the meth tea. I saw it and I did not pick it up. I should have. But whoever said that, salute to you, because that's what's happening. We had Karen coming out here, dropping all the damn meth tea. You had meth on meth crimes. You got bank accounts getting, give sin goals being exposed. You had the white supremacists and the coons in one room talking about another white supremacist calling him Cartman. You had Jeff Metcalf telling Lang all damn day he's the effing problem. This has been one for the ages. And I hope you all enjoyed it, family, because we don't know when the next time we're going to be able to skeleton versus skeleton. Thank you. Yes. Virgility versus virgility. It was the WrestleMania of white virgility. Exactly, family. I am so happy that we was able to do this today. I was so happy because a lot of the stuff, I'll put to the side. I'll send it to myself to make sure that I have it, but I'll watch enough of it. And I don't get through everything, but I get through enough of it. So the parts that I didn't see, that I got to see organically with you guys, I got to give it a round of applause. Mayo pocket watching. Mayo on cracker crimes. Yes. Oh, I think they tie for the biggest dumbass. You know what? Let's do that. It is a tie. Look, Mayo Wars, fentanyl versus meth. Oh, yes, family. This is going down in history as one of the best rumbles in the jungles that I've ever been a part of. Been able to have the pleasure of sharing with the foundational Black American family. I am so honored that I was able to bring this in the manner in which I did, family. And I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. And with that being said, family, I got a triple cheeseburger here I need to go on. It's triple smash burger that I've been waiting to eat. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go, family. With that being said, family, enjoy the rest of your day. For those who's going to be in Brother Afro Elite's stream, I'll see you there. And y'all stay blessed and highly favored, family. And never forget, make sure before each stream to get your popcorn, because when I ran out of popcorn, that just made me feel bad. I couldn't go to the store and go get none. And I appreciate everybody who was in the chat that was serving me up some popcorn because I didn't have some here myself. But this is one for the books. Shout out to Miss Nisi. You are correct. This is one for the books. Salute to everybody who donated. I appreciate your donation. It is blessed tenfold, and I truly appreciate your contribution. I truly appreciate all of the members, each and every one of you. Salute to our sister Stolen Ancestors. I know she ain't in the chat, but she's in the chat. Salute to her. And just before I go, family, when this stream ends, do me a favor and put it in the comment section. Tell me what was your favorite part of the stream. And with that being said, family, the doors of the church are now closed. Peace, family.